Hi, welcome to my doll customizing journey. My name is Josephine and these are my creatures. Today I will be sharing with you this moon goddess doll I made. She was originally made for a swap that had to be cancelled because of COVID. That was very unfortunate, but now I get to keep her, so yay for that at least. I really love Rebecca's face mold. It's so supermodel-esque. But her body is not something I can use for this custom, so instead I will be using Claudia's body. I really love the big sister body and I wish I could buy them in bulk, but unfortunately they are quite rare. The prep is same as always, so while I do that, I can share more about the theme of the swap. Our theme was celestial beings, and because I'm not a native English speaker, I just assumed that it meant beings that are celestial, like something to do with stars, the planets, or the galaxy, and beings meaning an entity or a creature, you know, whatever you want. But after chatting with everyone on our group chat, I came to realize that celestial being actually means angel. Now, I don't personally like angels. I find them kind of creepy, at least the baby cherub ones, so my mistake was quite funny. But we decided in the group chat not to force people to have wings on their dolls, and just free up the meaning of celestial being. Now, back to the doll. There is a skin tone difference, so I decided to make the head darker because the vinyl is way easier to paint than the body. I paint her sculpt too in preparation of the reroute, and before we start we need to have a little snack break. Hom nom 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 nom. To create her custom hair color, I'm mixing Macadamia and Oatcake Nylon from Retro Dolls EU. I give her a middle part because that is my favorite, and the headpiece I want to do on her looks better with a middle part. To secure the hair in place, I pour in glue from the neck hole and spread it around in there by mushing the sides of the head together and poking the inside with a Q-tip as well. The paint on the head got scuffed during the reroute, so I'm starting over and using pastels instead. The paint was not all for nothing because I can't get to the hairline with sealant and pastels. I use red and white pastels to create more dimension in the face. I give her a little bit of dimension in the eyes with black pastel before I draw on the eye shape with a white chalk pencil. I want her eyes to be very sexy and give off a aloof expression. I start off her eyebrows with a light beige colored pencil and then build from there. The waterline and lips get detailed with a red pencil. I use more of that white chalk pencil that I love so much to add detail around the eyes and to draw individual eyebrow hairs. I want to keep Rebecca's face markings, but to tie them in with my theme, I'm gonna add some moon phase symbols. I want her eyes to be very striking, so a icy blue is what I'm going for. I ended up not giving her a pupil so that the unusual eye color is emphasized. As a final step, I add gloss to her eyes and lips. I made her headpiece out of 2 different gauge wires and decorated it with some nail art jewels and a couple of beads. I ended up fixing it in place by just stabbing it into the vinyl. This way it will be very sturdy. I love the sleek look of straight hair, but for her I do want a little bit of texture in her hair. So I braided it, and my tip is to do the same size braids so that your texture is consistent. I boil washed the hair and let it air dry overnight, and bam, a beautiful texture. I like to use Magic Sculpt for my modifications. It's something that I can order quite easily and have it delivered to my country. I want my moon goddess to be very feminine, so I'm adding more curves to the big sister body. Doing this is one of my favorite things. It gives her such a beautiful shape. I add more shape and mass to her thighs, booty, hips and chest. I sand the modifications the best I can because she will be getting a very skimpy outfit, so most of the modifications will be fully shown on the finished doll. Now, here is the only thing I would want to change if I could about the doll. I didn't do a great job of color matching the acrylic paint. Now, to my defense, the acrylic paint dries way darker than what it looks like wet. I tried fixing this later on, but I don't know if I'm happy with the end result. To protect the paint, I'm covering the surface with a layer of gloss, and then I apply Ms.SuperClear to turn it matte and to add blushing. The shoes I wanted to use on her are Kiyomi shoes, and because they are made for the normal body type, I had to stretch them out by putting them in hot water. I painted the shoes while the doll was wearing them for this same reason. Because I didn't remove Rebecca's face markings, I had to continue them to the body as well. I painted her nails a pearly white to match with her overall style. Now, here's my fabric stash so far. This was shot back in March, so my stash has grown a lot since then. But back then, this is what I had. I had envisioned a white long gown or a cape for my doll, but none of the white fabrics I had looked good with her hair. So I changed my plan and picked this black sheer fabric instead. If I gather the fabric, I will have enough coverage in the chest without doing a lining layer. I sketched the shapes onto paper and made a pattern that way. Always see how your pattern pieces look in relation to your doll. You can tell a lot about the end fit just by trying out the paper pattern. Because this fabric doesn't fray, I don't have to leave a seam allowance at the center front or neckline. I added 2 gathering stitches at the waist and empire line. Then it was time to sew the side seams. I also made some sleeves and will be fixing them in place too. Now I replaced the gathering thread that was on the empire waistline with a permanent string to close the garment. The second line at the natural waist gets covered with a black ribbon. Like I have said, the outfit is going to be very skimpy, so the bottoms are almost non-existing. One tip I do have for making doll underwear is if you want it to be flattering, you need to make it as thin as the middle part. Don't make it as thick as it can be at the crotch because it will just look like a diaper in my opinion. And I'm not talking about the back side, I'm specifically talking about the front. I hope this makes sense. I have no idea how to explain this. I'm going to bedazzle the outfit with some nail art rhinestones, beads and these mini opal looking nail decorations as well. I really struggled putting her head back on. I was finally able to do it. Here she is finished. I was so lucky to get these few shots of her in the snow. I think it looks magical. I did share with you the fact that this doll was made in March. So she was finished before the death of George Floyd and before the Black Lives Matter movement became so important. And I started to feel that she was not finished anymore, like something was missing. So I decided to add black wings because of what happened to George Floyd and so many other people. It is unfathomable to me that police is going out and shooting people for holding a phone or a slice of pizza in their hand. Now, I'm very privileged in the fact that I live in a country that is extremely safe and I'm not a part of any minority. And my voice doesn't count for much. But I do want people to know that I'm not okay with this. The police and the society needs to change, and people need to demand change and laws to help make that change happen. I don't like baby cherubs or politics, so let's get back to what I do like, which is you, my viewers and subscribers. If you want, you can subscribe to my channel, hit the bell button, like this video, and yes, leave a comment. Why? Because I would love to know what you think about anything, or more specifically, about the doll I shared with you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye!